So you want a drift car on a budget, but unfortunately all those drift legends are expensive to buy in India. And not even handful of rear wheel drive cars are made by Indian brands. लेकिन टेंशन नहीं लेने का because I have got a list of budget rear wheel drive cars which you can buy in India. So let's just look at the topics which I am going to discuss in this video. First, the cars themselves. Second, what you will need to make a proper drift car. Third, some cars which even though are rear wheel drive but I don't recommend them. And fourth, how and where to find these cars. So let's just start with the first topic, the cars themselves. So the first brand is BMW, the ultimate driving machine. So let's just start with the 5 Series, especially the E65 5 Series because they are very good budget rear wheel drive cars. Any variant of 5 Series is good enough, whether it is the 520D, 530D, 520i or 525i. All these are very good cars. They came with both 4 and 6 cylinder engines which made around 177 to 240 horsepower. And these cars are easily available starting at just 4 lakh rupees. Another car from BMW is the BMW 3 Series. Any variant, whether it's the 320D, 330D, 320i or 325i, everything is good enough. They also came with 4 and 6 cylinder engines which made around 170 to 240 horsepower depending on the model you choose. And these cars are also easily findable starting at just 4 lakh rupees. Now on to another German brand, the Mercedes-Benz. In Mercedes, you should look for C-Class, which is a sexy and fun rear wheel drive car. Any generation of C-Class is good enough, but I won't recommend you to buy the older generations because acquiring parts might be the pain in the. You can find these cars starting at just 2.5 lakh rupees. Even though it is hard to find parts to make this a proper drift car in India, you can always import them from outside because these cars are widely used for drifting around the world. Another car from the Mercedes is the E-Class. Any variant of the E-Class is good enough. Again, I recommend you the same thing. Don't buy very old car because the parts might be an issue. So these made around 160 to 230 horsepower depending on the variant you choose. And these are also easily findable starting at just 2.5 lakh rupees. When you are finding something from Mercedes, try to find something which says compressor because that thing has a supercharger. Some Indian cars, the Premier 118 NE. In India, these cars might have been just sedans, but worldwide, these cars are used hugely for drifting. But one thing is that these cars are a bit underpowered, so you'll have to engine swap these cars. And onto parts, you can always import them from Russia because these exact cars are sold by the name Lada Niva in Russia. And Russians have a lot of fun with this car. Take a look. And in India too, there is a guy with channel named Naughty Nut has made a Premier 118 NE drift car. You can check out his video, link will be in the description below. Now you can find this car starting at just 20,000 rupees and they go all the way up to around 4 lakh rupees depending on the condition and the model you choose. If you're enjoying this video so far, then a sub to a channel will be smoky. So the next Indian car is the Maruti Gypsy. Now you guys might be thinking, bro, that's an off-road car, it has a very high ground clearance, it will roll over if you drift it. Well, listen to me. You know Gypsies are also sold worldwide. And you know what they are called? The Samurai! Gypsy is just an extended wheelbase version of a Samurai. People have done some crazy things with these cars and yeah, they have taken them for drifting too. You can easily find these cars starting at around 3 to 4 lakh rupees. And finally, that drift car which you can buy for just 1 lakh rupees. Maruti Omni. Okay, so before you start laughing or mere comment section mein gaaliyan bharo, hear me out. Omnis are also a rear wheel drive car and they are also used for drifting worldwide. They have a very underpowered engine, so you'll have to engine swap them. And after that, you can do this with that car. So you can buy an Omni starting at just 20,000 rupees. A engine will cost you around 20,000 rupees, a G16B or a G13B. And if you add on some drifting mods, you can get a whole package for just 1 lakh rupees. Okay, so now on to the second point. What are the things which you will need to make a perfect drift car? First thing is a stiffened suspension. Your suspension can't be soft if you're taking your car for drifting. So you need to stiffen your suspension. You can either A, swap the suspension out with a stiffer one, or B, you can stiffen your stock suspension. Engineering exponents in Bangalore will do that for you. And the second thing is an hydraulic brake. You can't be playing with your stock brakes when you're taking your car for drifting because A, it's very difficult, and B, your stock brake locks all the 4 wheels. But you want only your rear wheels to lock when you're taking your car for drifting. So you need a hydraulic brake. You can either make your own hydraulic key brake. The channel Naughty Nut has a video about that too, or you can buy it readily. And the third thing is welded differential or an LSD. Not the drug, limited slip differential. Now most stock cars come with open differential. What open differential does is it only gives power to the wheel which has less friction. But an LSD is the perfect one for drifting. But LSDs are expensive. So you can just weld your stock differential. It's not that expensive. And one more thing is, if your car is underpowered, you'll have to engine swap it. Now on to third point, why I haven't mentioned some of the cars which even though are rear wheel drive. Some cars like the Ambassador and Padmini are rear wheel drive and easily available in the market. But the problem is these cars are not very much experimented for drifting. So if you want to set these cars up for drift, you'll have to do your own work. These cars are very heavy too. And even SUVs are rear wheel drive cars, but the problem is the ground clearance. If you take SUVs for drifting, there is a chance of rollover. Until and unless you are an Arab. And one more car is the Tata Nano. Even though there are videos in which the people are drifting Tata Nanos, but the problem is this car has a very high center of gravity, which means this car can roll over. If you are buying a Nano for drifting, make sure you have a wide body kit with wide tires. Like this one, the Super Nano. Now on to the fourth and most important point. How and where to find these cars? To find these cars, I mostly use OLX. So let me show you how to use that on my phone. So here I am on my phone screen. So first select your city, with whichever city you are living in. I'm choosing India as I'm searching it for India wide, and just click the cars. Here click view all cars. It will view every single car which is available for sale on OLX, but we don't want this. So click on more, and then these are all the filters which you need to apply before selecting your car. So just go to brand and model, all brands, let's search for BMW, and then the budget. Select whatever your budget is. So I'll choose 6 lakhs. Yep, apply. What the fuck? I have chosen Bugatti by mistake, sorry. Sorry. It will be BMW and apply. So here are all the rear wheel drive cars which you can buy in your budget. So that's it for today's video. I hope you liked it. Make sure to like this video so that algorithm promotes my videos. And comment down below which is your favorite drift car. And also comment down what more topics you want me to make a video on. Make sure to follow me on Instagram. I post there regularly. The link will be in the description, or you can just simply type on Instagram zap_motors. Make sure to hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on videos like these. See you in the next one.